What is up, peeps? This is ForTheWin TCG, and I'd welcome you back to another YouTube video. And today we have Sceptile Venusaur. We're going to do, of course, some Pokemon TCG online gameplay with this particular deck. And this deck is one that probably everyone thought about, and no one really put much effort into, because it does seem to be like just a cool idea, but nothing more than that. But I decided to actually make a deck with this concept, and we're just going to see how it goes. So this actually plays a weird line. It's a 2-2 line of 2 Bulbasaur and 2 Venusaur. There's no Ivysaur. And then we play 4-2-4 of Trico, Grovyle, Sceptile. Now there's the new Trico coming out in, I believe that is in Lost Thunder, that has a fantastic ability. It's just search for a grass Pokemon, which is great when you're trying to evolve, right? That means you don't necessarily need rare candy in the Sceptile deck anymore, just because of that Grovyle. But that Grovyle's not out yet, so maybe that Grovyle can really help out with this deck in the future. But this deck's just got a lot of draw. It's got Tapu Lele. We're not playing Shrine or anything down that line, so we got Tapu Lele, we got Volkner. You know, I'm making, just be careful of my benching here. Yeah. So we're making sure that we're definitely being consistent, which is the goal for this, considering it's a deck that requires 2 stage 2s. It's always awkward. So a normal stage 2 deck in itself, it's awkward. So playing 2 of them is a bit rough. So of course we want to play a lot of consistency cards. We have I think we have a few nest balls to get stuff out. We have Fan Club, we have Lele, we have Lilies, we have Cynthias, Acrobikes. Turn 1 Judge doesn't really, well, I was going to say it doesn't really bother me, but I'm sitting here with a turn 1 Lily in my hand, and now that's now gone, so that's fun. I mean, that's not too bad. We can bench a Bulbasaur pretty much from the get-go, attaching energy. We want to be attaching energy at least once every turn. Like, that's ideal. And also, we need to realize that it's to every Pokemon in play, so we don't need to attach to the active. I will put a Trace on the active just for the sake of thinning, and see what we get here. So we get an Acrobike, and let's just see what we get. Let's see. So we get another Trico, which is not necessary. I'd rather keep the energy than a Trico, just because we have 4 Trico in this deck, so we're not going to run low there. All right, so next time we do have a Sceptile, which is nice. We don't have a Venusaur though, which would be the best bet. So I think the best play is to just Volkner and then go for the Sceptile. So we're up against a Raichu list, which is pretty neat. I know I've done a video on Raichu, and I think Raichu gets a lot better when Lost Thunder comes out, so that's pretty neat. All right, let's go and get, we don't play Lightning Energy, so we're just going to go, we just play the Volkner just for the sake of an instant rare candy. Now, I don't like evolving into this with 60 damage, because next turn they can one-shot me if they really want to, you know, if they find it necessary. So we'll do it. Like, we've got to make sure we hit some damage this turn, right? And we can't really go for an Oranguru, unfortunately. So we'll go for Powerful Storm here, just a little poke of 70 damage. Not the best, unfortunately. I've considered playing this with Pheromosa and then using Beast Ring, but then you have to go down to 4 prizes. You know, I think one of the best cards you can play this with would be Lurantis GX, where it can accelerate energy for you. But if you're doing that, then I'm sure there's other ways around it, you know. So yeah, so there we go. I expected us to be knocked out there, but I just wanted to get an attack off. Right, let's get an energy onto the... I think the Oranguru would be the better one. Let's hope. Do we get a red candy off this Acrobike? We don't. I think I want a Cynthia. I don't. I think it's a bit sketchy going for a Tantalizer. So let's go for a Cynthia here. And this is just sad. This is really, really, really sad. We're just going to have to go for a Leaf Blade, which is super sketchy. 60 damage on the Leaf Blade. We're going to have to get, like, in order to attack, we're going to have to get Venusaur next turn, which is super, super sketch. They're going to judge us as well. Oh, this is just... Oh, they haven't even got a bench Pokemon. They should be having trouble, not us. I mean, we have a guaranteed Venusaur next turn if we really want to, but then we have to really thin our hand down as a result. I think we just won. I think we just won. We just won. Yeah, we just won. Like, what? Hello? Hello? I don't think that was meant to happen, but we just won. We're just going to Ultra Ball away the Tantalizer and the Nest Ball. And we're hitting 120, so just because of the Venusaur. So I think they, like, were they unable to bench anyone? Like, why would you go so many turns without benching? That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. Right, we'll go for the Psychic and then we go. That's it. End of the video. No, I'm joking. We'll go for another one. And fingers crossed that one lasts quick. I haven't got much memory on my phone, which I record my face cam with. So I'm just going to say now, I'm going to go into another one, but the camera might cut out towards the end if it does last longer than expected. Hopefully we get a much better setup, because if my opponent didn't have such a poor board state, then we would have been severely punished there. So let's see if we get a better setup this time. Our turn 1 supporter is ideally a Fan Club or Lily. I would say Fan Club is the better one because setting up is so crucial. We need stuff on the bench pretty much right away. Okay, so nothing there. Right. Thinking now, we want to have a Trico in the active, another Trico, a Bulbasaur at the very least. That's what I think we need to have at the start. So that's all right, actually. I'm not even going to complain about that. And we can go for a turn 1 Lily as well, which is great. Let's do that. Yeah, we're going to go for a turn 1 Lily, which is good. Let's just see where things go from there. Alright, look, that's very weird. We're playing... This is a very odd list. I assume well, we obviously are playing Magneton, but a Stuffle? Is it Beware GX, or is it just Beware? I don't know. I kind of want to bench the Oranguru here and go for a Lily, and just fingers crossed we have some sort of stage 2 potential next turn, which we do. That's great, actually. The hard part is I got to figure out now, what do I want? Do I want the Sceptile, or do I want the Venusaur? But I think the Sceptile is the one right now, because we can at least start attacking. Whereas the Venusaur is kind of like, well, you get Venusaur, now your damage is doubled. So, okay, so they're playing the Raikkonen Beware, which is, I mean, it's a good card nonetheless. Like, Evolve Draw 3 is good, but we don't have things like Devolution Spray, so I don't see that card being consistent. As consistent as something like Oranguru. But hey. Okay, so we're playing... Alright, so it's just... I was a bit confused while we were seeing a Stuffle on the bench, but we're playing a Magneton, Duskmane, Necrozma. So we're playing the Duskmane. Alright, so they've got Magneton now, so they're going to set up real quick. Luckily, Sceptile prevents damage from Ultra Beasts, so we are immune to this, which is incredible. So we're going to get out right away now. This is like a key part here. And we're going to go for an Ultra Ball here. Drop off a Guzma and an Energy, and just get another Trico so we can set up. Cynthia, hopefully hit a Rare Candy Venusaur, Rare Candy Ultra Ball, anything like that would be kind of dope. So let's see. So we hit nothing of that nature. Yeah, absolutely nothing of that nature. And I want to get another Bulbasaur out because oh no, I could save the Lele for like a Volkner and then it's tough. I'm gonna cancel that because I could save, as I said, as I was saying just a second ago, I could save that spot for a Tapu Lele. Drop a Lele, get a Volkner, and get a Rare Candy when I need it. So I'd rather save that spot on the bench. Right, so they've got their Magneton out. Our Sceptile and Oranguru are currently immune to the Duskmans. And I don't think they've recognized that yet. I don't think they've seen my ability yet. Maybe they're just not used to playing against me, but what they're going to do is just discard free energy. Am I right? Yeah, frontal damage, send across. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. I don't think they're reading my ability. They're even going for a Kukui. Like I think they're sure they've got a knockout here. Oh, that's painful to see. Oh, I'm just going to give you a love heart. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. Right, do I go for a Lily or I think I go for a Cynthia because like a Lily for 2 is not good. Even if you want to hit a Venusaur and you have a Rare Candy in hand, like. Oh, another Rare Candy. I kind of want to get the Venusaur rather than another Sceptile. Do we draw into a Venusaur here? Oh, we have a Volkner. But we have no draw support next turn. Oh, we have Lele. So let's do that. But we have to Ultra Ball something away, which is super tough. I mean, at the end of the day, we're immune to it, right? So, like, as long as we put a grass on that Bulbasaur, we're safe. So I think we're just going to do this. And next turn, we can go in. I don't know if they're trying to figure it out yet, but as long as I just have an energy on each of my Pokemon, this Necrozma's not going to do anything to any of my Pokemon. So, kind of a good matchup here, luckily enough. We had that weird Raichu on, now we're actually coming up against our ideal matchup. It's either like we play this or we play, I don't know. It's either they've got to take out this Sceptile. Like, taking out the Bulbasaur's not going to happen. Because I'm protected by Ultra Beast. Oh, wait, no, it Vegetail's not an Ultra Beast. I've got to be a bit less arrogant. They are still doing damage to that. What I could do is go for another Guzma here. But I really want a Venusaur. And I know I missed out on the opportunity for Venusaur for another Sceptile. Maybe that was a misplay. So what we'll do is we will go for Venusaur this turn, I think. We're going to go for... Yeah, we're going to get Venusaur. Definitely. And we kind of have to find a way to switch. And I don't know if I play any switch cards. I don't. Maybe that's a big flaw, not playing any switch cards there. So we kind of have to just, fingers crossed, for a Guzma or an energy to allow us to retreat or just to attack. Because we can use Solar Beam, but I don't want to. I guess we're using Solar Beam this turn. Retreating, I think, is something we can't... Oh, we can retreat. But 2, 4, 6, 8. We're only doing 80. Solar Beam is 90, so it's kind of like, alright. But I think Solar Beam's fine. I think we're just going to go for a Solar Beam on the Venusaur. We have Tantalizer, I've just realised in my hand, so I can go for a nice... Good old switcheroo. How much damage are we doing? 2, 4, 6, 8... 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So we're hitting... Whoa, 160 already? Is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, we're hitting 160 damage already, which is really, really cool. So having Venusaur out is just busted right now. Okay, so they're going to go for the Heatran. Heatran's a tech I definitely thought about in this list. In a Dust main list, because it's a non-GX being able to deal damage, you know. Kind of reminds me of the Zekrom I have from my Zekrom Vikavolt deck, where it does a similar thing, right? But Zekrom, obviously, you can just restart. You can do from deck rather than from hand. Do they have a switch? Because they seem pretty confident. If they find a switch, that's like, so if they find a switch, they're knocking out my Venusaur, which is a no-no, which is a big no-no. Yeah, they need a Guzma, which means we need to do something. We're gonna Tantalizer. And just get that Venusaur out of the way. Just be safe as hell, you know. What we got here? We've got another Venusaur. We find another rare candy, which I think we have one in deck, which is super off. I don't like that. Then we can't get another one out, but... Okay, so the fact that they've put that in the active tells me they don't have the Guzma play. They are still going to be doing 130 to me, unfortunately, but... If we just get to take this out, then we're okay. So it seems like they're very well prepared for a Sceptile here, which is weird. They have Heatrans just all over the place. Just going out. No, I mean, this is an odd deck. They are playing Beware and stuff, and it's just slightly weird. We know we're not getting knocked out this turn because there's no Kukui, which is really nice. That's good news. Now, I would like to top deck a rare candy, please. Like 21 cards, 1 in 21 chance. Was it 1 in 20 chance? Yeah, obviously it's not going to happen. We'll hit a choice band here. We'll get another knockout, which is sweet. They need a Mount Coronet. That's what they need. Rare candy? Nah. Energy, that's fine with me. We're still doing 160 if this Sceptile gets taken down. So that's quite nice. So it's not hard to hit big numbers with this deck. The hard part is just to get the deck going. Like, that's the rough part. I'd love to see this against a deck that, you know, isn't Ultra Beast, to see how it fares as a standalone deck, because I mean the ability is like almost cheating. It's like sitting there going, oh, you got Ultra Beast, too bad. Like, you can't do anything to me. Imagine playing Beast Box with Sceptile. It's just an instant counter. I remember when people heard about this Sceptile, people were like, oh my god, Buzzwole counter. And now Buzzwole's kind of like not really out there right now. So I mean, there is Baby Buzz doing a bit of dirt here and there, but Buzzwole GX is not really doing too much now. It's kind of just in those Buzzwole decks, but Baby Buzz seems to be the one that everyone prefers. So it's not as good as it used to be in its heyday with the Buzzwole Garb era. That's Garbatox and Garbodor. Pate. Right, okie we're going to just say, oh, yeah. I kind of feel like benching that Lele. The scary part is if I bench the Lele, it's vulnerable to... Necrozma, but I feel okay with that because I can just go I want to like get a Cynthia and I could get a Guzma, but that's just not right. I want to get a Cynthia, and then from there go for the draw. Maybe hit Red Candy. No Red Candy, but we hit Grovar, which is nice. So we got another guaranteed Sceptile next turn. With our current hand, still hitting 160 base power, which is real sweet. Another Cynthia, which is good. So we are just chewing through this deck right now, and they are struggling. They're seriously struggling. This just seems like the ideal matchup for us, to be honest. You know, like, just the fact that this deck is based around Duskmane Necrozma just means, like, all right, we've almost got an insta-win. Just because of that. We know our Venusaur is safe from that Duskmane. But I really want to get the second Venusaur out because, like, that's 100 HP, which means it can be knocked out by the likes of Oranguru. Oranguru really is something that they should consider throwing up because, like, yeah, there we go. Because Oranguru is going to do massive damage to me considering I have effectively DCEs all over the place, right? Right, there's a 60 damage. And I kind of want to, yeah, I want to put an energy onto the Lele just to keep it safe. It just seems like the ideal play there. Choice Band, I guess we could throw on the Oranguru, I guess, just in case we need to attack with it, but we need to kind of like thin our hand out here. Acrobike, what do we pull from the Acro? We don't have a Grovar, but I want the energy because I'm kind of scared of running out of energy. Although tell a lie, we play like 12, so like, when are we gonna run out of energy? A base 200 damage, that is just madness. Madness. And we pull the Rare Candy, so like, this is just insane. They don't stack, do they? Provides 2 energy, you can't apply 1/1 Joker. So imagine if you could stack Jungle Totem, that would be just mad. But we are base 200 damage right now on a single energy attack. That is insane. That is awesome. I actually really like this deck now. Just because I get one good game of it, I'm like, I'm in love with it. It's a good deck. It's a good deck. I mean, doing base 200 damage is just, with having this little energy in play, and no energy acceleration. Like, we're not accelerating. We're just simply doing manual attachment. And it's just Venusaur just goes, okay, every manual attachment is basically a DCE, or a double grass energy, right? So that's kind of mad. All right, so here's Heatran, but we can just stream attacks now. I mean, all we need is a Guzma, and we got a game we can Guzma up that Duskmane Necrozma. It would be the smart play for them to use Oranguru and knock me out here, because then they can respond again. Tough part is, I don't know if I've got rid of my rescue stretchers, or even if I play a rescue stretcher. I did make this list a while ago, and I now know the value of rescue stretcher in stage 2 decks. Like, I feel like you should play a minimum of 2 rescue stretchers in a stage 2 deck, because, like, I'm saying like, because you really need to recycle your stage 2s as they get knocked out, because as soon as you run out of rare candies, it's all problematic from there. It's always a struggle. Guard press. That was weird, because now I'm in a much more safe spot. I'm in a much more, and we've got the rare candy here. That is just mwah, absolutely splendid. Don't have to worry about losing our. Oh, this is just great. We're not even going to Ultra Ball. We're just going to go Powerful Storm here, and we know we've got a knockout. So damage decrease 210 to 240 damage is just mad, absolutely mad. 240 base damage, 1 grass energy used for this attack. Just fantastic. So yeah, go like, I think we've got the game here. I think we got it in the bag. I don't think they can do anything really to get out of this, judging by the damage I'm doing. So with that said, let me know your thoughts on this list. If you think it's a list you want to try out, go ahead. What I'll do is I will show you the list once we finish off this game. And I believe this list can be much better. Like, this was one I made a while ago. I think I made it before rotation. I just updated it. I think about a couple of weeks ago. So it's a very old deck for me that I built. But I just looked at it and went, yeah, let's give it a shot. 240 damage. That's madness. Oh, GG. Yeah, so we'll see the list. We'll see if there's anything we can tweak in it. If there's anything you would like to suggest putting into this deck to make it more consistent, or anything down that line, do let me know. Oh, what do we get from the prizes? What do we get? We got some tickets. Hey. I'm trying to save up my coins for Lost Thunder, so I can just get as much packs as possible, just so I can continue some fresh content. Right, so this is the current list. I think we can reduce let's say reduce the energy and maybe throw in like throw in something like an Ivysaur in case we struggle with rare candies, or you know. And as I said, make the list yourself and see if you do have any success. You can go and send me screenshots on Twitter if you do use this list and do manage to get some clutch plays. My Twitter is at @FTW_TCG. Obviously leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.